We talked about it at the top of the show. Obviously, one of the big headlines today, recapping the mayoral debate that happened last night. Now, the four main candidates for mayor were together for the first time, so it was a very big deal. This morning, political analyst John Dadian is here in studio to kind of sum up what happened last night. You were there, obviously. I got to ask right off the bat, was there one winner?
There wasn't, but what it really showed me is that I compare it to a prize fight. They're all in shape. They're all ready for this. We're less than 5 months away till at least the primary that'll whittle it down to 2, and all four were on their game last night, without a doubt.
So there wasn't a loser then either. Would you say they all equally came out ready to go?
Absolutely, and speaking of loser, I always look for, because they are 4 credible candidates and they are kind of all bunched up as far as support right now, I looked forward to see if anybody made a gaffe, because that's really what's going to start winnowing somebody out. If somebody makes a mistake and drop down. There were no major mistakes last night.
What about perception? What was the perception of each of the candidates? Because so many times we see them on television and it can be different from what the message that they're sending. The perception of each of the candidates, what do you think?
Well, it was interesting that I would say that Bob Filner came across as the most relaxed. He was considered the jokester. I mean, the audience was really talking about that. He made several different type of one-liner jokes throughout the evening, and that was very noticeable also. Also, the way they had to line up on the stage while the DeMaio and DeMonis were speaking, Filner and Fletcher were talking a lot together, you know, offside while the debate was going on. So a lot of people noticed that in the audience. The audience really was the who's who of all the political insiders, because everybody saw this as the first main event that kicks off the campaign season.
How did people react to it last night when you were talking to people leaving, just the general public? How did they feel about it?
Well, you really had 2 groups of people. You had one group divided by 4 that are already strongly supporting a candidate. And of course, not a surprise, those different groups said, oh, my man or woman won, you know, oh, it was clear. Well, It wasn't clear to the ones who were undecided. I talked to quite a few people who walked in undecided, and I said, did this change you? He said, I talked to 2 people who would change their mind. The other said, no, this is a tough decision. And I think that's the most accurate description. San Diego citizens have a very clear choice. These 4 come across from 4 different points of view. They're emphasizing different points on the campaign, so that's good for the San Diego voter.
John, Doug Manchester just bought the Union Tribune. We know of his political leanings. Do you think that that might have an influence in how this race is covered?
Oh, absolutely, clearly. I mean, the Union Tribune has some critics, of course, but it is still the major media print outlet in the region. No doubt in my mind they're going to make some type of editorial board endorsement during this campaign, so absolutely that will have a huge impact.
That will be interesting. For our viewers who maybe aren't familiar with the platforms of the 4, can you give just a real brief summary for each of them that came across last night?
Absolutely, and again, that's the great thing. There is clear distinction. Bonnie DeMonis is running on that she's, according to her, she's the only one with executive leadership, and she's saying that's what the city needs. A lot of her supporters like that. Nathan Fletcher is saying, I'm the young leader, and in a short political career, look what I've done. Done Chelsea's Law, which was very tough to do, to be honest with you, in a Democrat-controlled legislature. Carl DeMaio, justifiably so, says, I'm the watchdog. I've been there. I've been the one running uphill that's uncovered all this stuff. I'm the one fighting for you. So it's a very, in political science textbook, it's a populist type of appeal, and it really is resounding with a lot of people throughout the entire city. Bob Filner, of course, which I think is a little ironic, but he's running, and this is according to Bob and his campaign, as the outsider. Well, I think that's ironic for somebody who's been in public office for over 30 years, but basically what he's saying is, in all his government positions, he's accomplished things, including when he was on the city council and in Congress, and since he's been outside the city, he needs to come in and clean it up. Those are 4 distinct points of view.
All right, John Dadian.
And the only Democrat in the race.
Yeah.
And he is the only Democrat, which a lot of people think that gives him an advantage for the primary. It may not. We will see.
All right. Thank you so much for stopping by. This is just beginning. So, great to hear.
We're off and running.
We're off and running.
All right.
It's the busy season.